Good morning, YouTube family. It's Sarah. It's November 30th, 2013, and that makes today my 1-year surgery out from VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery. So I have two videos for you today. This one is sort of the numbers and all that good stuff, and then a separate video with the letter that I talked about writing to myself the day before surgery, and also some just reflections on the past year. So let's get into it, shall we? 1 year ago today, I had VSG surgery in Mexicali, Mexico, at Mexicali Bariatric, Almeida Hospital, with Dr. Aceves. Sarah Nordnorgan and I are actually going to do a video together, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, talking about Dr. Aceves specifically and about having surgery in Mexico. We both get a lot of questions about both of those things, and we thought we would make a video together and talk about our experience and answer some of those questions. So although that has nothing to do with today necessarily, that's coming up for those of you who might be interested or know people who may be interested in that. But I'll keep you guys posted for sure. I started off my weight loss journey at 460 pounds. That was my highest weight, and that was the end of September 2012. Between my own sort of version of the pre-op diet and the pre-op diet that I did, I ended up losing 40 pounds prior to surgery, so my surgery day weight was 420 pounds. Last week I was, I think, 234.6. Yeah, 234.6 last week. And this past week, I talked about redoing my pre-op diet, or at least 5 days of my pre-op diet, which is pretty much mostly liquid diet, and then one very low carb, low fat, high protein meal. For those of you who wonder if your weight loss slows down or how things change after a year, I didn't even lose 2 pounds this week. I lost 1.9 pounds. I weighed in this morning 232.7. So, yeah, didn't even lose 2 pounds on a practically fully liquid diet for 5 days. So that just goes to show you. I didn't do it for weight loss purposes, so I really didn't care. The fact that I had a loss this week was great, but it's just to illustrate, before surgery, I was able to lose like 9 pounds in a week on that type of diet. And after surgery, my first week, I think I lost 11 pounds. So, yeah, the closer you get to goal, the farther out from surgery, the harder it is. But it's still worth every bit, for sure. So, we're just going to call it 233 because that's a nice round number. So, that means I have lost a total of... I didn't even write it down, but it's 227 pounds for my highest weight and 187 pounds since surgery in 1 year. That's pretty awesome, I think. For those of you who have been told that you are too big to have VSG and that you will not lose as much weight, in your face, haters! I have now lost 84% of my excess weight and still losing. So 60% is not how it has to be. I understand that it's an average, and there are going to be people who are above the curve, and I have made no secret of the fact that I'm extremely committed, and that I still am very adherent to my plan and all of that stuff. So obviously that has a lot to do with the fact that I've lost more weight than most people maybe would. But I also believe that means that anybody can do it. And so I hope that is, although there's like all these big numbers getting thrown around and that's cool, I don't expect like accolades for that, to be honest. Like, it's not that I want to impress people or anything like that. It's that I want to share that information because I hope that can give someone else hope that, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Because like I said, if I can, you can for sure. What else? So my starting BMI was 66 and my current BMI is 33.4. So that's almost a loss of like half my BMI points, which is kind of crazy. I've almost lost half of my original body weight. I'm like, 2.7 pounds away from losing exactly half of myself, which is kind of cool. This was a really interesting number. I use an app called My Weight that actually calculates this stuff, but it calculated that my average loss was 3.75 pounds a week and an average daily loss of just over half a pound. That's pretty insane. When you talk about over the span of 1 year, to have a weekly loss of, just slightly less than 4 pounds and a daily loss of slightly over half a pound, that's a crazy average. I know that the next year will not be anything like that. Lately I've been losing, a pound or two a week generally. So I would say my weight loss has slowed down to a more normal sort of pace, which is fine with me. No problem. I now have, my first goal was 210 pounds, and then my ultimate goal is 190. So to my goal of 210, I now have 23 pounds to go, which sounds crazy, and 43 pounds to go to my goal of 190. So I have sort of figured out my goals moving forward. So I'd like to be 225 pounds by New Year's, which is pretty aggressive considering that I don't lose as much anymore. Even 8 pounds in a month is a lot, but I'm going to give it the old college try. I'd like to be in Wonderland by March 30th, but ideally by like April 4th, which I think is the day that we leave for Tampa. So before the WLSFA conference and cruise, I would like to be in Wonderland. That would be awesome. And I'd love to be at 190 by May 30th, which would be my 18-month surge anniversary. So those are my goals right now. Again, they're aggressive because I feel like that's the point of having a goal is, to have to work for it, to have to fight for it. So if I don't get there, I don't get there, but I like to have something to work towards. So that's what I'm aiming for. I would love to be at my ultimate goal by my 18-month surge anniversary. Dress size wise, because some people have asked that too, I was probably a 34, definitely a 34, maybe even like a 36 to be honest. And now I'm pretty much a 16. I'm like an 18 in some pants, but I'm pretty much a 16 or even a 14 on top. So on average, I would say I'm about a size 16 now. Or an extra large. So that's pretty amazing too. I talked in my video yesterday about the 10 things I wouldn't miss about being morbidly obese and all those changes that have happened. So I won't kind of rehash that, but definitely my everyday life has changed in so many ways. I talked a lot about anxiety yesterday, about the anxiety of being morbidly obese and having to deal with all these things that people don't realize that you have to deal with, like having anxiety about sitting in a chair. Are you going to fit? Is the chair going to break? Can you fit in the booth? All that sort of stuff. And I never realized how much that weighed on me until it wasn't an issue anymore. And now I just don't really think about it. I still have fat girl moments. I still have moments of anxiety that is just like uncalled for. Like there's no reason why I need to be worried about it, but I'm just like, you train your brain, right? And my brain was trained to be concerned about my size all the time. And slowly but surely I've been able to let go of that and just live my life. And that is probably the greatest gift that this journey has given me, is the ability to just live and not be in constant fear and anxious and worried about how to function every day. So that's probably been the greatest thing that's happened. I have videos on my channel, if you go back to my very first videos, talking about why I chose to have weight loss surgery and all of that. So I won't get into that, but I will say this. This was the best decision that I've ever made for myself and for my family. It has been the greatest thing. I know that there are so many people out there that watch YouTube videos when they're in the process of doing research, just like I did, into weight loss surgery and are wondering whether they should do it. And you should do it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you should do it. Are there risks? Sure. But there's a risk to being overweight as well. And as much as we like to push those things out of our mind and say, well, that's not going to be me, it could be you. And if you can do something to avoid that, why wouldn't you? If you can do something to improve your life, improve the way you feel about yourself, to have more time with your family. I mean, there's nothing guaranteed. I know I could step out in the road tomorrow and get hit by a bus and but actually this journey has made me realize that all that much more, how important it is to really enjoy every moment and to really to live life. And I wasn't living my life before, and now I feel like I am. And it has changed so many things about me, the way that I make decisions, the way that I think about the future. And I know those things hopefully will continue to change for the better. So yeah, that's it. 1 year post-op VSG, down 227 pounds, 187 from surgery. Best thing ever. I am going to go off and make that second video now, but I did want to say I am going to do a body shot video tomorrow, and also a video showing me in the clothing that I wore before surgery, as well as showing the dress that I talked about, my high school dress. I did keep it, and I still have it, and I wanted to put it on in that video, and you guys will see why. So that video is coming tomorrow, and also my skin flick. I'm going to make a video of me in, a flattering outfit with shapewear on and the whole thing, so you can see what that looks like. And then I'm going to make a video in my bra and underwear showing you guys what that looks like and all of the excess skin. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So you can catch those 2 videos tomorrow and the next one coming up in just a bit. Love you, YouTube.